Yo, what's going on, guys? And listen to this storyline. Scott Perry said that the Knicks don't view Donovan Mitchell as a franchise-carrying singular force. And what does that mean? So, it means basically they don't think that he's the number one. He's no Joel Embiid, Damian Lillard, I guess. So, Scott Perry, the man that Gerson Rosas has replaced, has moved over to media. And he explained the decision by the New York Knicks to not embark on an all-out pursuit for Donovan Mitchell during the 2022 offseason. Donovan Mitchell was widely expected to be eventually traded by the Utah Jazz to the Knicks. Instead, he ended up with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Nothing wrong with that, and it seems like he enjoys it. But obviously we all know, and Scotty Perry confirmed it, that the Knicks made a push to trade him for him. And the thing that he says is that it was going to be done within reason, that he was a good player, but he's somebody that needs more around him to win. And if he was that singular force, Utah probably would have been in the conference finals multiple times if he was that guy, but he isn't, is what Scott Perry is saying. And that's not a criticism against him, Scott says, but that's just an evaluation you make. So with that being said, you look at the Cavaliers, who were able to trade for Donovan Mitchell without having to part with any of their core three players in Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, or Jarrett Allen. And the Knicks likely would have had to trade RJ Barrett and one or more young players. The Cavaliers did include Lauri Markkanen, who became an all-star. And the quote from Perry is, "Mitchell's an excellent basketball player, multi-year all-star, tremendous young man, New York kid." But you got to ask yourself, if the other team you're tracking with is wanting 2/3 or 3/4 of all your young talent and all your draft capital, is what's left behind going to be good enough for you to win rather than hold on to what you have and be a little patient? End quote, Perry said on a recent episode of the Hoop Genius podcast. And that's a great point on his part. Because what is the right answer? Because there's not necessarily a right one. But at the same time, there isn't necessarily a wrong one. Because the big thing here is trying to figure out, okay, what is really Donovan Mitchell's worth? And they probably also think this. Donovan is going to go into free agency. No offense, Cleveland. No offense. He might come back, but he's going to wait. He's going to play the field. And with that being said, I think personally, this is a situation where they probably look at this and they're like, if we really want him, we can create cap space for when, he becomes available. So maybe we just wait, because it would be dumb of us to not do that. So yeah, now I sit there, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Because if you didn't do that, you'd be like, oh shit, we just overpaid for him when he's now a free agent. And that, for a lot of people don't realize that happens a lot more often than you think. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you guys think? As this is a interesting situation, and I don't know. It's interesting because I'm a fan of Donovan, and I think he's good. I think he has skill, but obviously there's questions, and that's why they're trying to get Joel Embiid, even though Joel Embiid just recommitted to those Sixers, or remains committed.